बारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई अपना नहीं, तुझे सुख दुख कोई। मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काई, मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काई, मैं रोया तू रोई। मेरे हंसने पे मेरे रोने पे तू बलहारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ये लास्ट अंतरा सबसे ज़्यादा मेरा फेवरेट है। बहुत सुंदर लिखा है। क्या लिखा है सुनिए। माँ बच्चों की जान होती है, माँ बच्चों की जान होती है। वो होते हैं किस्मत वाले, वो होते हैं किस्मत वाले जिनके माँ होती है। कितनी सुंदर है, कितनी शीतल है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं। हो हैरान हूँ मैं, तेरे मासूम परेशान हूँ मैं, हो परेशान हूँ मैं। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं। हो हैरान हूँ मैं। जीने के लिए
Testing for sound. Yeah, we good.
जा गए। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे, तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराज के आजा मेरे मीत, लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। मेरा सुना पड़ा रे संगीत, मेरा सुना पड़ा रे संगीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। लौट के आजा मेरे मीत। अब तो आजा, बरसे गगन मेरे बरसे नयन, देखो तरसे है मन अब तो आजा। शीतल पवन ये लगाए अगन हो सजन, अब तो मुखड़ा दिखा जा। तूने भली रे निभाई प्रीत, तूने भली रे निभाई प्रीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। लौट के आजा मेरे मीत। का खेला, एक पल है हंसना, एक पल है रोना, कैसा है जीवन का खेला। एक पल है मिलना, एक पल बिछड़ना, दुनिया है 2 दिन का मेला। ये घड़ी न जाए बीत, ये घड़ी न जाए बीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। मेरा सुना पड़ा रे संगीत, मेरा सुना पड़ा रे संगीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। लौट के आजा मेरे
पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, के भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। चुपके रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंछी रे। तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे।
आए भी अकेला,
Testing.
into this world we have come alone.
Testing.
और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला.
Testing.
When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours.
Testing.
Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the celebration of life ceremony at Belgroves Funeral Home. Please note that our washrooms are located at the rear end of the chapel. Also, please take this opportunity to switch off or place your cell phones on silent. In the event of an emergency, an alarm will sound and an official of Belgroves Funeral Home will direct you to the nearest exit towards the muster point. The exits are clearly marked, one at the front of the prayer room leading to a staircase, and 2 at the back on either side of the prayer room. Our muster point is located to the south of this building at the end of the car park on Maiden Street. No emergency drills are planned for today. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please remain calm. Exit the building using the nearest exit doors and head towards the muster point. At the muster point, please check to see that everyone in your party is present and immediately inform a Belgroves official if anyone is missing. Please note that all Belgroves officials are easily identified by the company's ID badge. If for any reason you find yourself in need of any assistance, please do not hesitate to call on us. Thank you for your attention.
I don't understand one thing you just said. Channel 1.
So slow. प्रेम से बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज की जय. प्रियवर श्रोतागण, dear devotees, in this occasion of performing our Antyeshti Sanskar for the departed, we are indeed blessed to share this moment of the transition of the human body that once the soul inhabited, to see the transition to the formless state, the traveling state, and in sharing with this, our Antyeshti Sanskar teaches us that in this world, it's a world where it is a journey for most of us as travelers to set our precedence in whatever way that our karmas allow us to do, and then journey to the Supreme Lord. One of the most, I would say, humbling feelings for me as a Pandit is to actually be in such occasions, to understand that life itself is so fragile. It comes to a point where everything that we believe that we are beyond that. We are actually only coming here trying to perform all the good deeds that the human body can do, a human mind and heart can feel and can act upon to attain salvation. So at this time, those who can stand, let us stand together as we join in our invocative mantras dedicated to Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, He Ram. To the self-same one God that we worship, who is worshipped upon the altars of all religions, who is called by many names and forms by those who love and worship Him. Today we worship the Supreme Being, as the form of Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Nilang Varanam Pitam Vastram Srivatsafadha Bhushitam Govindam Gokulanandam Brahmadairapi Pujitam Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangolangaite Kritim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. फिर तो ही न केवन हारा हो. फिर तो ही बेरा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे. दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे. विष को भी अमृत कर दे. तो चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे. विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा. जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे. जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे. दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय. बोलो गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय. राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय. राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, नमः शिवाय, 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 नमः शिवाय। प्रेम से बोले कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज की जय। Let us all be peacefully seated, dear friends. We'll offer a flower with love and devotion. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvam Gatirnam Gatirbhava Samsaranam Prapanoti Prasipa Purushottama. Om Namo Paramatmane Namo Namaha. In our presence, we have a senior Pandit with us also, respected and well-known, Sri Pandit Bashkarananda. And as I'll prepare to do rites and rituals, I will ask him to come forward and give his blessings.
Sitaram, everyone. I invite you to clasp your hands together, close your eyes and bow heads as you join in prayer to the Divine Master. Vasudevam Sutam Devam Tam Sachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jayate Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayati Girim Yatakivati Mahavande Paramanandam Madhavam. Sri Krishna Bhagavan Swami ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Pauraputra Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Jai Jai Sitara. Devotees, today is indeed a very sad day, when we have to say goodbye to someone that their life became a part of our life. And it is said in the Gita that the soul belongs to Bhagavan. We are just a spark of the divine soul. And today, as we say goodbye to this mother, it is said that there is no love in this world that can be compared to the love of a mother. To those of you who have lost your mother, like myself, it's indeed a very difficult thing. And so today, for every one of us, it's a great loss. It says the purest love that one can have is the love of a mother. It is unconditional. And today, as we perform the Antishti Sanskar, the final rites, we reflect on the love of the mother, and we ask that Bhagwan, that may you forgive her for any wrongdoing, for any mistakes she have made in her life. We beg of you, Lord, please accept our humble form of prayer. As we ask you, Lord, to forgive her and to bless and guide her soul as she travels along that pathway to Yampuri. Dhaya karo, dhaya karo. We ask the mercy of Bhagwan. Dhaya karo, dhaya karo. Dhaya karo, dhaya karo. यति वो हे ये अनाथ बालक ओ जगवालो दया करो दया करो दया करो दया करो गरीब हे बदनसीब हे ये गरीब हे बदनसीब हे ये औलाद वालो दया करो दया करो दया करो दया करो दया करो दया करो. We beg for the mercy of Bhagwan Shri Krishna upon the soul as it makes a journey to that place called Yampuri. It is said, devotees, that spirituality is not the luxury of the rich, neither it is the privilege of the poor, but it is the choice of the wise. Today, we have seen this mother, devotees, who has lived her life, and spirituality was something that was very important to her. I remember doing puja and she would be there in the prayers and always reflect upon Bhagwan. And for those who choose the path of God, we always make the right choice in life. It is said that this soul is likened to a breeze that is passing through a flower's garden. As the breeze takes with it the fragrance of the flowers, so too the soul takes with it all the karmic actions that is performed during the course of this life. And so, as this mother is preparing this body, the only right this body has is the right to be disposed of. All other rights belong to the soul. The soul is just a vehicle to take this body from one place to the next. And so, today, we offer prayer and we ask Bhagwan to guide this soul as it begins this journey to Yampuri. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. He Nath Nara Yanavasudeva. And before I close, devotees, I want you, each and every one of us today who is present here today, we have to give thanks to our mother. Why? Without our mother, we could not have been here today. God has given you life, but your mother has given birth to you. And every day that go by, we as human beings should give thanks to our mothers. Why? Because without them, we could not be here. And sometimes we answer our mothers mouth to mouth. Sometimes we cause them hurt, embarrassment. Today I want you to say a little prayer on behalf of your mother, regardless of your mother alive or dead, is still your mother. Today this mother, as she prepared to begin her journey, I want each and every one of you to mentally picture your mother in front of you and ask God to bless her wherever she is. Because you know, for 9 months, your mother carried you in her belly. Some days you must have kicked her and she robbed your foot. Today, just ask God, Prabhu, that wherever my mother is, today I just want to tell you, Ma, thanks for bringing me into this earth. God has given me life, but your parents has given birth to you. And for this, we must be grateful. You could never ever repay your mother for bringing you into this world. It is said a bad mother is never born. When a lady is having a baby, it says she has 1 foot in the grave. There's a 50% chance she could die. She knows this. But the love that she has for you is greater than that. She's willing to risk her life to bring you into this world. So I invite those of you here to clasp your hands together and say a little prayer for your mother, whether your mother is alive or dead. Ask God to bless your mother wherever she is. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Namah Mata Pita Charanam, Namah Vidya Pradhayakam, Diksham Bantram Guru Bande, Bande Guru Parapuna Puna. Your mother is your first guru. And never ever forget that. She's the first teacher. She's the one who taught you how to walk, how to speak, and how to eat. And forever, we must be grateful to that person for bringing us into this earth. Bole Sri Krishna Bhagwan Swami ki jai.
Om Yam Dvare Mahagaure Tam Sajaya Tam Sarite Tatvalokanartaya Deepoyam Upashyatam Ajandere में है हम इंसान ज्ञान के सूरज चमका रे भगवान आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान ज्ञान के सूरज चमका रे भगवान माँ माँ बत कर है हम राह दिखा दे भगवन राह दिखा दे बत कर है हम राह दिखा दे भगवन राह दिखा दे कदम कदम पर किरण बिछा दे भगवन किरण बिचारे कदम कदम पर किरण बिचारे भगवन किरण बिचारे इन अकियन को प्रभु करारे इन अकियन को प्रभु करारे ज्योति से पहचान ज्योति से पहचान आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान ज्ञान के सूरज चमका रे भगवान राम 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 हम तो है संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे हम तो है संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे, तेरी दया पर हम अंधियारे, प्रभु है हम अंधियारे, तेरी दया पर हम अंधियारे, प्रभु है हम अंधियारे, दुनिया होई सुखी हमार, दुनिया होई सुखी हमार, ऐसा रे वरदान, ऐसा रे वरदान, आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान के सूरज चमका रे भगवान, राम राम राम। प्रेम से बोले कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज की जय। Now we shall recite the chapter 2 of the Gita, one of the slokas that describes the purpose of the entire purpose of life. In the Mahabharata, there are two cousins, the Kauravas and the Pandavas. The Kauravas, who are steeped in abhiman and pride, they are steeped with the power and might bestowed upon them. They were created according to our scriptures, not from the womb of a mother, but by the sage Ved Vyasji Maharaj, using mantras and prayer and using cells, was able to create hundreds of sons to the blind king known as Dhritarashtra. Whereas Pandu, the brother of Dhritarashtra, he had his sons that was created from the essence of God to Devi Kunti, who is known as one of the divine immaculate mothers of the world, Ahilya, Tada, Draupadi, Kunti and Mandodari. So too, Sri Krishna Bhagwan, who is the cousin of both parties, witnessed the atrocities that was made against the Pandavas, and to those that are steeped in devotion and prayer. How many times Bhagwan Sri Krishna spoke trying to bring an amicable agreement between the sons of Dhritarashtra, Dushasana, Duryodhana and the rest, to change their ways, to transform their lives and serve humanity with the humility and with the blessings of God that they have with them, knowing that they came from the essence of Ved Vyas himself. They did not listen, did not heed the call of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord, after many, many occasions, saw it fit now, seeing that the same as Sri Ram was in exile for 14 years and Diwali is close upon us, similarly the Pandavas were in exile for 14 years because they were mortally afraid of dying by the hands of their own cousins. And during that time of suffering, they never gave up praying, they never gave up sharing, they never gave up in their devotion to God, but devotion for humanity. They never said that we are in the losing end, we too should give up. We should forget everything else and think about ourselves. But they served the world during that 14 years of exile. During that time, Arjuna prayed to the divine Bhagwan Shiva, Indradev, and the rest of the celestials, gaining spiritual weapons and mystical weapons of many sorts. He was preparing himself to protect him and his family and dharma. And for 14 years, his mind was set on this, Raj. His thought was set, I will have to fight against atrocities made by the evil men. But when the day came for the war to begin, and Sri Krishna was selected as a charioteer for Arjuna, and as Sri Krishna drove the chariot around the battlefield, and when Arjuna saw saw on the other side the same cousins that he knew that he would have to fight against. But the feelings of sadness now grew inside of him, because once we were children and we ate together, we slept together, we lived together as a family, and now I will have to see the defeat and the death of those around me. Why should I stand against my guru, Dronacharya? Why should I stand against our family priest, Kripacharya? And most importantly, the one who gave us so much love because we did not have a father, Pandu. We have our great-grandsire, Bhishmacharya, who stood up for the family by never getting married, made a promise to his elders that he will stay as a Bal Brahmachari like Sri Hanumanji at Chiranjiva. I will remain here to sustain my family and look after my family. I don't care for anything else but to protect Hastinapur, Indraprashta, and to protect Dharma, the son of Devi Ganga. He saw him, and I will have to fight against my own. And tears flowed from his eyes. The strength in his arms became weak. Weakness now overflowed from Arjuna because his emotions became overwhelming. He knew this is God next to him, He knew that God is protecting him because in front of him, God is guiding him. But then he's questioning, why God? Why do you want me to do this? And this happens when we are fixed. It's not only in time of comfort. Should we think about praying, We must pray in every season. We must pray in every given occasion. And even those that are so close to God, when tested, they ask questions. It is human for us to do so. And human is being divine. And why I say human, being human is more divine. If God could leave the heavens, and come on earth as Sri Krishna, and come on earth as Prabhu Shri Ram, then there's something beautiful in this earth that he will leave there to come here. There's something of great beauty to come here. What is this? It is this human body that is the veritable raft to cross us through cycles of rebirth. Even the Devis and Devatas, the celestials above, grieve to have this human body. For Sri Ram said to the citizens of Ayodhya when he was crowned the ruler of Ayodhya, Om Bare Bhagya Manushtan Pava Surador Labha Sabha Granatan Gava Jaya Ram Sita Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sita Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Bhare Bhagya Manusha Tanupava. I cannot explain how valuable this human body is. O my citizens, says Shri Ram, it is the veritable raft to cross us through Bhausagar. Most importantly, this human body, according to the Rig Veda, describes it as a 6-foot universe. Whatever the universe is consisted of, so too this human body have. The earth that you walk upon, nitrogen, oxygen, you name it, carbon, phosphorus is found in this body too. So too we are linked with this universe. Thus being linked with this universe, there's this outer body that is the food body. There's a subtle body which is the spiritual body. There's a mind body. The mind too lasts for a long time. This is why Shri Krishna says in the Gita, control your mind, O devotees. Because if you don't control our mind, then we'll be lost in this world. The mind exists sometimes as long as the soul exists also because of attachments. So too, Shri Krishna looked at Arjuna, and as Arjuna holding the Gandiva bow, now he placed it down and he said to Shri Krishna, "O my Lord, I will not fight this battle anymore because I will destroy so many lives here. I rather give up everything and be a recluse and live somewhere else and face the tortures of this world. but I will not fight this war of dharma, or virtue. And Sri Krishna spoke to Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, as he smiled to Arjuna, are you saying that you are killing anything? What can you kill? Only this body that one day will be destroyed. But what is the purpose of this body, O Arjuna? The purpose of this body, if not being used for the right cause and for virtue and goodness, then what is the purpose of it? Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, Om Nainam Chidanti Shastrani Nainam Dahati Pavaka Na Chainam Kledayantapo Na Sashyate Maruta Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Krishna now saw Arjuna. He is now looking at Arjuna, and he spoke to Arjuna, Arjuna, this what you considered that you can destroy, you cannot destroy. For in this human body resides something that is so spectacular, something that is so divine, that is eternal and endless. This is the same spark that exists within me. It is known as the Jiva Atma. It is the soul that I have created from my own into these beings known as human beings. O Arjuna, note well that this human body is only an instrument for only but a few days. This instrument one day will become old. This instrument, like a vehicle, will need repairs. As in this human body, there are different Devis and Devatas, says Surya Narayan Swami, Sri Chandrama, Sri Shankar Bhagwan, all the Devis and Devatas here, but one day when the organs cannot hold the Devis and Devatas, or they cannot perform their rightful functions, we become sick. Not only as age progresses, sometimes the younger, as I said, the greener mangoes now are falling before the ripe ones. Because of our karmic actions, some live before, some will stay a long time. Arjuna, realize this, that the soul that you are speaking about that you can destroy, it cannot be cut by a sword or drowned by water or burnt by fire. It is eternal. That which you speak about, O Arjuna, you should understand that this human body is only just a receptacle of mind for a few days. It is not the body that have a soul, but the soul that have a body for a few days. And the mind is different. The mind is like as a chart here, like Shri Krishna carrying Arjuna. If you have a good mind, then you'll find yourselves thinking good thoughts. The vasanas of ego isn't there. When you have good thoughts, good actions will prevail. Good words will be said. But if we allow the ego, like your cousins there, the Kauravas are, they don't know about this. Therefore which, O Arjuna, for the sake of dharma, for the sake of virtue and the commitment to cause this balance in this universe, you must fight this war. So too in life, my friends, Arjuna represents you and I in the world. Death is inevitable. Death is the only truth. Life and our dreams, tomorrow is a dream. I think that I have to go and do some vessels later, maybe tonight. I don't know if I'll go out to Paria tonight and come back alive. It's a dream. This is a dream. What we have now is this time, this moment now. We should realize this. I have known this family a very long time, since Rami and I got married to this home. I have known Auntie a very long time, with every occasion. And every moment when you see how she would share with her grandchildren, even the puppy they have home, it was a remarkable feeling that she never allowed that to just be an invitation. She made her presence felt. We must make our presence felt in this world. Whatever we say, let us make a positive attribute. The generations that are leaving us now will be in a quandary one day. We have lost great values of communication. We have lost our togetherness. It is, I would say, we have a beautiful country of Trinidad and Tobago. We have many churches, temples, and mosques, but name the trees that you have. It is only in these conditions, whether we are Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, we come to pray to the same one God. If you're in a temple, you're praying to Sri Ram. If you're in masjid, Allah. When you're in the church, the Holy Christ. But over here, look at our life. From different walks of life, different beliefs. And you came here to witness and pray to the same God. Why do we have to wait only for this time? When it's the same God that is in all of us here. And he symbolizes this. She prayed to the Holy Christ. She prayed to her Sri Ram. But it's importantly, praying is one, but living a life of divinity is what God wants us to do. So with this strength, with the feeling what Arjuna listened to Shri Krishna, the strength is we are here to adapt to all conditions. I'm saying, I have experienced that it's close to me. There are times when you'll feel very distraught, but there are times that we realize the lessons you have learned here, life's lessons, are what will propel us to make us who we are in our future janam or future births. Dear friends, this is the purpose of our existence, to understand that when we look and reflect, what she have left now, her teachings, carry it on, her traditions, her ways, because it made beautiful children in this home. It made wonderful grandchildren, beautiful friends, family members. This is why you are here. And with that beauty, let us continue her legacy. Prem se bole Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. So at this time, we'll have our eulogy. Okay? Yes. Yes, you could start.
Right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siobhan, and I am the oldest granddaughter of Pearl. Our Ma Pearl was born on November 19th, 1937. She was the firstborn to Rose and Deo Sitahal. She was the apple of her father's eye. Pearl grew up in Claxton Bay, where she attended Mount Pleasant Primary and then went on to Naprima Girls High School. She was an excellent math student. At the tender age of 16, Ma told us her father told her it was time to get married. She met our grandfather, Gerald Boise Lakhansingh, just once before their marriage. She lived in Gasperlo, where she affectionately earned the title of Bauji and Dulahin by her in-laws. They later returned to Claxton Bay, where they built their family home and business. They were the parents of 5 girls. They really tried for that elusive boy that eventually came in the form of sons-in-law and grandsons. Family was everything to Ma. Pearl did not finish her formal secondary education. This was a regret of hers. But as ambitious as she was, she continued to upgrade her skills by completing multiple courses. She was responsible for the bookkeeping and accounting of firstly Sitahal's, then Lakhansingh's Contracting Enterprises, and later Jusamco Pavers Limited. Ma worked tirelessly taking care of her family and home. In fact, her home became the home of many. She was a mother of 5, but openly cared for many others. Ma was selfless. Nothing was too much to ask of her. She specialized in preparing a meal at anyone's request almost immediately. She had specific menus for specific days, but hot roti and choka was always available. Salmon pie was a favorite, fry plantain and bake, macaroni with bodi and egg and tomatoes, and peas dal and curried egg. Ma drove everywhere and anything. I remember her picking us up at school in pickup vans. We were elated when she'd show up with one of the asphalt gang vans because we were allowed to sit in the covered tray. Our fashionista grandmother enjoyed traveling, especially on different cruises with her husband. One we always heard of was a trip to Jamaica and Mexico, where my grandfather returned in a sombrero. Ma spent a lot of her years back and forth between Canada and Trinidad. Every time she returned home, she would bring bulk band favorites of Kool-Aid, powdered cheese for macaroni and cheese, cherries and mixed peel for her fruitcake, tins of salmon and Nutella. She was ahead of Trinidad's offerings at the time because she was the first to have a Brita, George Foreman grill, a skillet, apples and grapes for Christmas, and a CD player radio. It was always great excitement to see what was in Ma's suitcase. Her life changed after my grandfather passed. She loved to laugh, but it faded when he left. She now did more of what she loved. She loved to read. She loved the dollar store, garage sales, the casino, specifically Niagara and Las Vegas. She loved Scrabble and doing crosswords. She was a good cheat at playing Romy. She enjoyed watching cricket, talk shows, Jerry Springer and Maury, and game shows. She was actually a multitasker, combining 2 or 3 of the above at the same time. Ma loved Mayaro, and we all hold special memories with her there. Ma was a shining star in our life, exceptionally special to us all in different ways. Allow me to take this opportunity to share some moments and memories that I personally will always cherish. Her time with me during my schooling in Canada, her time with me in Miami during my physiotherapy, my wedding day, the birth of my son, and I can go on, but most importantly to me is her love for my father. It was a special love she had for him, and even on her hospital bed, she'd light up when he walked in. She told him of how much she loved him and that it didn't make her day until she saw him. He was the last name that she called before leaving us. Just about 2 weeks before Ma left, she asked me to call Babs for her. I asked what did she need to tell him. She replied, I need to find out what time he's coming because she'd give everyone else the roti and bhaji, but she was keeping the goat for him alone. Her love for my son. Having a great grandchild gave her a joy that was indescribable. Ma loved Rai. She took care of him from the day he was born, and everyone at the hospital where she was knew his name because during her moments of dementia, she was always taking care of him. Her care for my mother, it was extra special. As a child, I remember my mother having a migraine and Ma sat in a dark room supping her head. When I use the word cared, it's different to the word love. She loved, but she cared so very much, and she was always so appreciative of all that her Linda did for her. The moments with my brothers as children, all who she had affectionate names for. Sean was Punks, Charlene was Charlie, Jessie was Jessup, and my sister Cheyenne was Chylin. I was her Shivi. From bathing us with Karaili bush to sharpening our pencils with a knife while doing math homework, to Sunday drives, to all the different beaches. She saved each of us many times from being scolded, but Jessie remembers the one time that he got beat with her slipper for hitting Cheyenne with a piece of bamboo after Diwali. There are countless emotions and moments that I can speak of. Thank you, Auntie Patsy. Your adoration to Ma is immense. Thank you, Auntie Sally and Leela, for your genuine love to Ma. Thank you, Auntie Vindra, for your time in Trinidad this past year. It was a great sacrifice. Thank you, Auntie Debbie, Mom, Elise and Shay. There are no words to describe your love and commitment to Ma. Thank you, Raj, for treating my grandmother like she was your own. Ma personally requested for Raj to perform her final rites. And on the last day she saw him, as he walked into the room, she firmly said, "Can I depend on you?" Little did we know at the time what this meant. We have lost a precious gem, our Pearl. We love you, Ma. We'll miss you and thank you for all that you ever did for us. Our hearts will remain forever broken.
I would like to ask anybody who has any tributes or memories of Pearl to come up and just say a short word at this moment.
Hi, my name is Alyssa. Ma was my grandmother. I'm just here to say a few words on behalf of my sister Elise, and beautiful words that she wrote for our grandmother. In my eyes, my Ma Pearl was magical. She had the power to make everyone in her life feel like a favorite, whether it was a special nickname or specific compliments. She shared her love evenly. My grandmother and I were a lot closer than we appeared. Almost everyone in my life knows that she's my favorite person, and I try my best to remind her of that constantly. In my eyes, she could do no wrong. Our nighttime TV and story time was special. I refused to share it with anyone or anything. I enjoyed listening as she told me stories of her childhood, Pappy, my mommy, and her siblings and my cousins. Sometimes it was stories I'd heard a few times before, but the joy it brought to her telling these stories made me listen intently each time. Ma Pearl and I shared a special bond. She had a unique ability to comfort me when nothing else could. At one of my lowest university moments, while crying to her on the phone, she said, "Babe, what is for you? Whatever has to happen, what is for you is for you. Whatever has to happen will happen how it's supposed to. You know that you're doing your best, and that's what matters." While those words are simple, coming from Ma Pearl, they meant so much more, and these words will stay with me forever. Her most peaceful times were when our family was all together. It was all she ever wanted. Oftentimes, we'd all wonder why. Why is Ma going to bed and we're all here? But really and truly, it's because our family being together put her at peace. This sentiment ran true straight to the very end. Our family was gathering once again, and this time it was for her. Knowing this, I truly believe my Ma Pearl found eternal peace and left us for her heavenly abode. Today, our family stands together to celebrate this incredibly strong woman. While we are physically saying goodbye, I can't help but feel a part of Ma Pearl lingering on. Over the past few days, I've figured it out. I see her strength beaming through my mother and through my aunts, and it brings me comfort. My Ma Pearl, I could go on, but there will never be enough words to say how much I appreciate you. Thank you for loving me the way you did. I love you. Love your child.
Hi, my name's Brittany. I'm one of her grandchildren from Canada. I just wrote this on behalf of our family. What? Louder? Okay. You may know her as Ma, Pearl, Bauji, or Pearly Girl. I called her Peewow, one of our many little jokes we shared together. To my siblings and I, Grandma was a hero, a resilient woman who walked with pride, rightfully so. Whenever she came from Trinidad, she always brought a suitcase filled of our favorites, mangoes for Lee, zabuka, and homemade kuchela. Nobody made it like her. Grandma spent every moment she had with us showing us the most love a person could give. She taught us how to play romy, and she taught us how to cheat good, which came in handy with our endless games, gambling 25 cents with her and Jugsy. She would love playing cards with us, watching game shows, and teaching us what those words even meant. We would always come home from school to the best meals, salmon pies, aloo pies, and the ultimate Kool-Aid. Grandma's love was irreplaceable in every way. Grandma was so proud of each one of her grandchildren, and she was always sure to let us know. She loved us wholeheartedly, and we love her the same way. Damien was her first grandson, and she would light up whenever she saw him. She would smile from ear to ear, when she would hear Sasha say, "Pearly girl." Lee was her partner in crime, and she loved having their tea time. Grandma brought so much love into our home. She loved spending time with Mommy and Daddy, and they loved doing the little things to make her happy, like going to the casino quite often. The best memories we have is coming to Trinidad as kids and staying by Grandma, because the whole family would reunite and all the cousins, and it made her glow. It was her favorite thing having us all together, and we made the best memories. Grandma held on as long as she could, and though I knew in my heart it was the last time we would get to see her, it doesn't make it easier. We didn't make it on time to see her one last time, but our heart is full knowing she is no longer in pain. She called out to God, and she sang to him, and she recited scripture often from the nursing home. He heard her cries, and he brought her to his kingdom and welcomed her into his healing arms with no pain and no more worries. Grandma, we love you endlessly. The bond between a grandmother and grandchild can never be replaced, and we will always cherish our memories. So rest now, enjoy your time with everybody up there until we meet again.
Hi everyone, my name's Chrissy and this is my grandmother. I will always cherish the time I spent with my grandma. Grandma always made me feel confident and let me be myself around her. For example, she let me call her neckline swingies and asked her the weirdest questions. Thank you for all the sorrel, roti, countless dream recaps, and the songs that you sang to me. Mom, Dad, and I will always be grateful for the Christmases and the years that we shared together. My grandma's the strongest and most loving woman I knew, and I just hope that I can live up to that. Gram, I hope you know how much we love you, and how much I wish I could have said that to you. And I could have been here on time to tell you that in person. Thank you for your endless love. This is not goodbye, but see you later, alligator.
Today I stand before you to pay tribute to my beloved grandmother, Pearl. Pearl leaves behind a legacy woven with threads of kindness, acceptance, and selflessness. As I journey through life, whenever I mention my roots in Claxton Bay, I'd hear people speak of Ma's extraordinary kindness. She was always ready to lend a helping hand, and I've heard stories of her being the one to teach people how to drive, often taking them on their first drives in her own car. Her generous spirit never ceased to amaze me. She made sure there were food and drink for everyone, a trait etched in my childhood memories. Diwali, the festival of lights, stands out. I remember the abundance of food she prepared and the beautiful diyas we all lit. Next year we'll light the diyas for her, but this year I know she'll light up the skies with her love for us. One remarkable aspect of my grandmother was her tolerance and acceptance. I recall her puja room, which she, alongside traditional deities, featured a picture of Jesus. She carried herself with grace and poise, and her presence always radiated love, even during her toughest times. My grandmother was a fighter, not in a physical sense, but in her unwavering determination. I vividly recall watching her exercise and tackle those stairs, even as her health declined. I hope we can learn from her the importance of being kind to ourselves as we grow older, for things aren't always easy as they once were. I often pondered what fueled her during her final years. This grand woman,
who conquered countless crosswords puzzles and climbed those stairs so many times, was now in confinement. It could have only been love for us, her family, especially her daughters. My mother always spoke of Ma's kindness and her pure soul. Every time she opened her eyes, love poured out of them. In her devotion to her faith, I'd like to believe that Ma achieved moksha in the end. Her last years often felt like she was in a meditative state, and she gave up all her worldly possessions and desires, even in her last days, which she was unable to eat. Alas, saying goodbye is never easy. No birthday will ever feel the same without her calls and her song. No candlelit will be as nostalgic as those electricity-free nights with her. But she's free now, at peace, reuniting with her loved ones on the other side. Until the day we meet again, rest well, Ma, with all my love. Devon.
I would like to sing a song that he sang very often with Ma. Up to the day before she died, they sang this together. When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will it have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother what lies ahead. Will it have rainbows day after day? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Yes. Love you, Ma.
I want to thank everybody for coming. And that is not my mother. My mother laughed and sang. She was always laughing, always singing. When she always wanted a son. When I got married, she got one. Right after Linda got married, she got another one. Then I had a son, she had a grandchild. Now that was a love that started more than I think she ever loved her children. Linda gave her another son. I don't know where she got more love from, but she found it. And then we all started having all these children. I remember her saying one day she didn't know that she could love somebody the way she loved her grandchildren. Right? But her grandsons, to me, I think they were special. She had a special love for the grandsons, well, except Felicie, that because she didn't have children. Right? So that is a shell we have there. Her love will live on forever, right, in our hearts. And I can't believe she's there. A lot of people probably thought she was dead a long time ago because nobody ever came to see her after her husband died. She was alone, but she had her children and her grandchildren. And I think that was the most important thing for her. So she will be missed by her children and grandchildren and her sons-in-law, her no daughters-in-law, but everybody. All who loved her will miss her.
Does anybody else have anything they would like to add in? Small memories, little laughs, jokes. Yes, and all that. The floor will be open for a few more minutes.
Okay, can everyone open up their programs to What a Friend We Have in Jesus? And we could sing that. Take out the glass. I'll take out the glasses to see. Thank you. What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Have we trials and temptations? Is there trouble anywhere? We should never be discouraged. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrow share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Are we weak and heavy laden, cumbered with a load of care? Precious Savior, still our refuge, take it to the Lord in prayer. Do thy friends despise, forsake thee? Take it to the Lord in prayer. In his arms he'll take and shield thee. Thou wilt find a solace there.
I don't have a big speech, but on behalf of my family, extended family, we just want to say we love you, Grandma. Ma Pearl. Ma. So I'd like to thank those who came from near and far with us on this very difficult day. An extra special thank you to our foreign visitors who have shown love, care, and respect for our dear Pearlie. Thank you very much for coming.
Dear devotees, at this time, let us all stand as we do our Visarjan, our closing prayer. And after which the final viewing, you are reminded while the final viewing is being done, you'll take your seat again, and then we'll proceed to perform our final rites. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Gita Ganga Cha Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahma Vidya Brahma Bali Tri Sandhya Mukte Gehani Armata Chidanandaya Bhau Agni Bhainashini Viratrayi Paranantaya Tattvajnana Manjani. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvam Gatirnam Gatirbhava Samsaranam Prapanoti Prasipa Purushottamam. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandoscha Sikha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Prem se bole Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. So at this time, our final viewing, as I said before, those who like to come and have your seat again, so we'll have it be orderly, and then we proceed to our final rites of carrying the body towards the incinerator. Okay, yes. Oh, yes.
Do you think we should go last?
No, the family should go first.
We should go first?
Yes, yes, that's right.
So you just actually need the family to come on?
Yes.
This is the viewing now, right?
Yeah.
And then they do the final prayer, then we do it now.
Final prayer.
No?
We finish
Oh,
final
then
prayer,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Now we will proceed with the final viewing, and then we'll proceed with the stars.
ये भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला
पिंजरे के पंछी पिंजरे के पंछी रे
Mother of mine, you gave to me all that I am and all I hope to be. I pray, I wish I could remember the words, Mother, sweet mother of mine. That's for the daughters. Sister of mine, you gave to me all that I am and ever could be. I owe you everything that I am, sister and mother of mine. I know the rest. I can't remember the rest. But I am sorry, but I'm going to sing the song that I sing with her in the home all the time. Okay. In Dublin, fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on Miss Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, but that was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She always said me, I don't know the last verse. She died of a fever,
and that was,
and no one could save her, and that was the end of Miss Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. What's the one you want to sing with?
oh, her favorite song. No, Early One Morning.
There. All right.
Early one morning, just as the sun was rising, I heard a maiden singing in the valley below. Oh, don't deceive me, please never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Remember the vows that we made to each other. Remember the vows that you made to be true. Please never leave me. Please never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so?
What's the next one she's alive?
That.
That's it.
That's to push it to sleep.
Yeah?
They're singing Amazing Grace
Amazing.
after. When they're doing that?
The one doesn't put her to sleep is the lost my shepherd. She's like again, I think.
she was ailing. Sally, let me get a kiss now. Except my son, but you yes, and so if I know she was coming, and I come to her. But we could talk with the scene now.
Sad, eh? Yeah. He was the youngest child, eh? Youngest of her sister. He sings so beautifully. She's the like people singing.
Oh, look one. Yeah, look one behind. It's amazing race. Because they're going to do okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
No, sing a song there, right? Sing a song.
Kaise bani, kaise bani. I have to teach you that one, eh?
Teresa. good. तस्य मुख्यं प्रीतस्य विष्णुपिण्डं परिमहति इति तदुपदिष्टामस्य द्वारपालपिततदुपदिष्टां नमो नमः। कोई नल चाहे दंडपात की कतलिया, कोई नल चाहे दंडपात की कतलिया। ओम यमाया संक्रांत्यां शिरोइंद्राचार्य ओम कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालोकं गतिरजं गतिर्भव संसार संतापनो दीपसिंहो। ओम नारायणं सुशिष्टाय लक्ष्मीकान्तं जनार्दनं अनेन जगपेन नाथाय प्रीतमोक्षप्रभो। ओम श्री तितलीभयाकाशय वश नमस्वाय सुधा इमं शान्तिचित्तं नमो नमः। यद्यपि ओम कृत्वासुरेशकरमाय चन्द्रवाण्डजन्मवर्ज्यो प्रवासं प्राप्तं चिरप्रभावनं। Yamaya